does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
Yeah, people are putting him in their whip.
What I'm doing right now is what I do every day. Every day. Shut up. You know, like a couple bucks. Greg, come with me.
The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check, $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deductions and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service.
Floyd Mayweather has long portrayed himself as the ultimate symbol of wealth and financial dominance, but Shannon Sharpe isn't buying the hype. Known for his unfiltered takes, Sharpe has questioned the legitimacy of Mayweather's self-proclaimed billionaire lifestyle, calling out the boxing icon for what he sees as financial smoke and mirrors. He pointed to Mayweather's alleged tax troubles, questionable investment claims, and repeated requests for financial flexibility as signs that Money Mayweather might not be as wealthy as he claims.
So unique because he fought, you fought Pacquiao, he fought you, he fought Gotti, he fought Corrales, he fought Ricky Hatton, he fought so many, and all these guys, a lot of these guys had titles at the time or were former world champions like yourself. What makes him so unique?
His pedigree. Look, I'm good friends with his father. The best trainer I've ever had. Wow, by far. He is, well, except for the professor who trained me for the Chavez fight when I beat Chavez in 1996. But Floyd Sr. is the best trainer I've ever had. He's a teacher. And that's what Floyd Jr. grew up with. He grew up with a teacher who disciplined him to be the very, very best. And I love his patience. I love the fact that he's a hard hitter and he has a...
In 2017, NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe publicly criticized boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. for his extravagant lifestyle and questionable financial management, sparking a broader discussion about Mayweather's claims of billionaire status. Sharpe's remarks followed reports that Mayweather had requested a reprieve from the IRS to settle his 2015 tax debt, despite frequently flaunting his wealth on social media. Sharpe expressed disappointment, stating, "Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money, you're big ballin', and you won't cut these people their money." Mayweather's financial practices have faced scrutiny beyond this incident. A tell-all book revealed his lavish habits, including discarding clothes after one use, traveling with multiple women, and maintaining a full-time staff to support his lifestyle. Notably, he was scammed out of $15 million by someone promising a massive return on investment. Although Mayweather has reportedly earned over $1.5 billion during his boxing career, his actual net worth has been questioned, with critics like Chael Sonnen challenging his billionaire claims and suggesting his reported earnings may be exaggerated.
What money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
$350 million.
$350 million.
Yeah.
I know you love money, right? I mean,
It's cool. It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
You know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
In response to criticism regarding his ostentatious displays of wealth, Floyd Mayweather has shared his perspective on financial success and its role in his life, asserting that showcasing his wealth does not reflect negatively on his character. For Mayweather, money is a tool to provide for his family and to enjoy life's finer experiences, enabling him to offer his loved ones a high standard of living, travel opportunities, and meaningful experiences that contribute to their well-being. He believes that while emotional support is essential, financial stability is equally important in meeting material needs and aspirations. This philosophy shapes his financial decisions and public persona, emphasizing his view that wealth creates opportunities and enhances life. Never one to shy away from flaunting his riches, Mayweather made headlines in 2023 for reportedly spending $7 million during a lavish shopping spree in South Africa. While critics labeled it another case of reckless spending, Mayweather defended it as a strategic move aligned with his personal brand, Money Mayweather. He insists these grand gestures are calculated, and that despite the flashiness, his finances are well managed and secure. Having earned over $1.2 billion in his career, Mayweather maintains that his wealth remains intact and is carefully preserved through various investments and ventures.
Football weekend, Las Vegas, and had to get the one, make it rain. I need everybody. At your collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Your collection. Yeah.
For Floyd Mayweather, showcasing his riches isn't a liability. It's a vital part of his legacy. Since retiring from professional boxing in 2017, he has continued making headlines not only for his exhibition matches, but also for his extravagant lifestyle. Despite stepping away from the sport, Mayweather's ability to generate wealth has shown no signs of slowing down. Known globally as the best ever, he has earned over $1.2 billion throughout his career and continues to bring in millions through exhibition bouts, business ventures, and strategic branding. One of his most talked-about recent purchases was a jaw-dropping $1 million spent on 4 luxury timepieces from Avian & Co., a high-end watchmaker founded in 2009. These watches, part of the exclusive Hue collection, are each encrusted with gemstones and come in bold colors like blue, pink, and green, with each piece priced at $250,000. Mayweather became the first person in the world to own the entire set, which was previously housed in a special edition Winder display box in New York, emphasizing its rarity and prestige. He proudly showcased the acquisition on social media, captioning a TalkSport article with the simple but confident phrase, "Check this out." The purchase perfectly aligns with Mayweather's persona, luxurious, flashy, and unapologetically proud of his financial freedom. To him, these timepieces are more than just accessories. They are symbols of a life built through discipline, ambition, and dominance in the boxing ring. While critics may view his spending as excessive, Mayweather sees it as a well-deserved reward for a lifetime of hard work. He often reminds people of his humble beginnings and believes he has earned the right to enjoy the best that money can buy, viewing rare watch collecting as yet another way to celebrate the legacy he has created.
Watch me talk about my watches. Well, here I got 3 cases. They all full of watches. So when I travel, I don't take, if I'm gone for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is the Control. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back. It's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch. Just yesterday, Control. As you can see, it'll be in front. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So
Despite Floyd Mayweather's enduring image as a financial titan in the sports world, prominent boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has raised serious doubts about the true state of the retired champion's wealth. While Mayweather is widely considered the most financially successful boxer in history, Hearn believes his fortune may be overstated. In a candid interview with GRM Daily, Hearn expressed skepticism about whether Mayweather still possesses the kind of money he once flaunted, citing the boxer's famously extravagant lifestyle, including fleets of luxury cars, private jets, multi-million-dollar shopping sprees, and high-stakes gambling, as cause for concern. Although Mayweather claims to have invested in real estate, jewelry, and even gold mines in Dubai, Hearn questions whether those ventures have produced sufficient returns to sustain such lavish spending. "I don't think he's got the money. He says he has," Hearn stated, adding, "He doesn't need the money, sure. But when you live like that, spending what he's spending, it raises questions." Fueling further speculation, Gervonta Davis, a former Mayweather protege, recently alleged that Mayweather was detained in Dubai over unpaid debts, a claim that remains unverified but adds to the scrutiny surrounding his finances. Mayweather, however, continues to deny that money motivates his exhibition bouts, insisting, "I was born to be a fighter, I'm going to die a fighter," and maintaining that he simply loves the sport and enjoys entertaining fans around the
How
world.
about Mayweather?
Yeah, I think that Mayweather was unquestionably one, but I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to say he's not a true fighter because he fought everybody he could of his era, but he was a different kind of skill set. You know, he was very much hit and don't hit, which is the art of boxing. I think sometimes when these guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff, he just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think? But
I don't think he's got the money. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money after all these
Needs
years.
the money. You know when you got that lifestyle, right?
In a revealing moment that pulled back the curtain on the spectacle surrounding his career, Floyd Mayweather Jr. admitted that much of what fans saw in Showtime's All Access series, leading up to his 2014 rematch with Marcos Maidana, was fabricated for entertainment purposes. From exaggerated training sequences to dramatized personal moments in his Las Vegas mansion, Mayweather acknowledged that the antics shown, including joint rolling parties and intense sparring sessions dubbed the Doghouse, were scripted and staged to generate hype, not reflect reality. He appeared before the Nevada State Athletic Commission to address concerns over these portrayals, which suggested unsafe training conditions and illegal gambling. During the hearing, Mayweather clarified that the so-called doghouse sparring sessions, depicted as 31-minute non-stop wars, actually included rest breaks and emphasized that safety is a priority in his gym. Similarly, scenes implying marijuana use and partying were confirmed to be fictional. It wasn't real marijuana, he explained, stating the scenes were purely for entertainment and fight promotion, not representative of his real-life behavior. His legal team also assured the commission that Mayweather steers clear of any substances that could compromise drug testing, including secondhand smoke. This admission reveals a calculated strategy by Mayweather to blend boxing with theatrics, using a reality TV format to sell more than just a fight. "I don't want to just sell a fight," Mayweather said. "I want to sell a lifestyle." By crafting an image of unfiltered luxury, wild parties, and gladiator-style training, he built intrigue and significantly boosted pay-per-view sales, reportedly improving numbers from the first Maidana.
For Christian Ronaldo,
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is, and there's public companies they do business with. HBO would be one of them. Find an executive to back the claim. Never happened, and it won't. First up, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close. Mike Tyson, to put in perspective, when he fought Michael Spinks, that was the biggest fight of all time. One got $30 million and one got $29 million. And that was backed publicly. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as we needed the money.
You have to guess the most Floyd ever.
So Floyd's easy, $60 million in one night.
Mayweather has openly acknowledged that his business strategy is rooted in taking high risks, revealing that he often channels his earnings into unconventional ventures, investments that most people wouldn't even comprehend. While this bold approach occasionally sparks innovation, he admitted that nearly 90% of his ventures fail to produce the desired results. Still, Mayweather embraces this risk-heavy mindset, likening himself to a gambler in the business world, someone willing to bet big in pursuit of rare but potentially massive payoffs. This philosophy reflects his belief that true success often requires stepping outside the norm, even at the cost of frequent setbacks. Meanwhile, Shannon Sharpe didn't hold back when addressing Mayweather's current approach to boxing. Beyond criticizing a recent scam-related controversy, Sharpe took direct aim at the boxing legend's continued participation in exhibition fights, arguing that these events are no longer fueled by love for the sport or competitive drive, but are purely money-making ventures. According to Sharpe, fans now watch not out of admiration, but in hopes of finally seeing Mayweather lose. He compared these exhibitions to WWE entertainment, describing them as staged, dramatic, and lacking genuine competition. Sharpe contends that this shift undermines the authenticity of boxing and reduces Mayweather's once glorious legacy to spectacle-driven performances. For Sharpe, the issue isn't just that Mayweather is fighting past his prime, it's that he's deliberately trading the respect he earned during his 50-0 career for short-term financial gain, turning his greatness into a scripted pay-per-view.
And people would still pay-per-view
Right.
to watch pay-per-view
Right.
to watch him box them.
And so the allure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name. Man, a YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't.
Yes.
No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
The equivalent of, okay?
Yeah, people that are putting him in there with can't put harm's way. So he doesn't see like, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
What?
oh my goodness.
Okay.
It